So today we'll be discussing about the concept of law of conservation of energy. So first of all we should know that what the law of conservation of energy states. It states that the energy can neither be created or nor be destroyed, but it can only be transferred. It can only be transformed from one form to another. So children, the total energy before and after the transformation always remain constant. Fine. So we'll be calculating now the conservation of energy during the free fall of a body. Like first of all we have to consider the object. Let that object be here at B position having the mass m. Now it is made to fall freely from a height, that is h, above the ground, as you can see in this figure. I would say 1. Fine. So we will be finding out the mechanical energy at point B, A and C. Fine children. So let us quickly see at the point B what happens. See, at point B, when the object is in the extreme height, so there the potential energy is mgh due to the position. But remember this thing, kinetic energy is 0. Why? Because the body is not moving. Fine, it's not in motion. So here the potential energy becomes mgh and kinetic energy becomes 0. So what will be the total energy? Total energy is the kinetic plus potential energy. So we know that here the potential energy is mgh and kinetic energy is 0. So total energy would be mgh. Now at point A, as it falls, so the potential energy that was at point this B, fine, will change into kinetic energy. Why? Because the object now it's in motion when it is falling from B to A. Okay? So the kinetic energy would be, here in this case it would be half mv square. And what about potential energy? mgh bete, mgh is your potential energy, but we are not taking here h. Why? Because here height is considered as complete h minus this x. Fine, this is what your height is here. You can see here children. Let this complete from A to B to A, the height will just let it x. So what will be the height at this very point? It will be complete h minus x. Fine. So now you can see here. So that's why we have written h minus x. Now children, from the Newton's third equation of motion, v square is equals to u square plus 2g h. Fine, 2g h it's there, but why we are writing gx here? Because here the height is x. You can see the complete height is x. Fine. Now children, 2gx. So here if u is 0, if initial velocity is 0, so v square is equals to 2gx. This one becomes 0 na bache. So v square is equals to 2gx. Now you need to put the value of v square into this equation, that is half mv square. Put 2gx into v square and you get you get mgx. Fine, 2 cancelled out. So we have got mgx here. Fine children, this was the kinetic energy and this is our potential energy. So we need to add now. So here total energy becomes mg h minus x plus mgx. So if if we'll solve out this thing, we'll get mg h minus mgx and then plus mgx. So plus mgx will get cancelled out with minus mgx and we get mgh. This is your total energy. Similarly children, we'll look at point C. So at point C, potential energy becomes 0. Fine. Potential energy will become 0 bache, and kinetic energy will be half mv square only, but v square will be putting 2gh here. Fine, by this very equation that we have done here, but in this case h will be there. Now children, your kinetic energy becomes mgh, potential energy becomes 0. So what will be the total energy? mgh plus 0 gives you mgh. Fine. So remember this thing, the sum of the potential energy and kinetic energy of the object would be same at all points. So they will remain constant. Now we'll be solving out one of the numerical bache, which is very easy. It is based upon the law of conservation of energy only. So as you can see, an object is having a mass of 10 kg. It is dropped from a height of 5 meter. So you need to fill all the blanks by computing the potential and kinetic energy in each case. We need to take g as 10 meter per second. So here you can see heights are given 5 मीटर 4 3 2 1. ठीक है. So in first case, when the object is at 5 meter of height, mass is 10 kg, height is 5 meter, g is given to us, height 5 meter. Their kinetic energy will be 0 बच्चे, because the object is not tends to be in motion now. So kinetic energy will become 0. Here you can see. And what about your potential energy? The formula is mgh. So m is 10, g is 10, h is 5 here. So it comes out to be 500 joule. And kinetic plus potential energy will give you 500 joule. Fine. Now what will be at height 4? At height 4 meter, the height that will be taking is 5 minus 4. We need to subtract this 5 with 4. Fine. In order to find out this very height at 4 meter. And at 3 meter, 5 minus 3. That will give us 2. Similarly, at 2 meter height, 5 minus 2. That will be 3. And at 1, 5 minus 1, that will be 4. We need to do like this in order to find out the height at different position. So at height is equals to 4 meter, you can see bache, kinetic energy will become half mv square. Fine. And here v square is equals to 2gs. H we can write it as s as well, the distance. Fine. So half m v square, instead of writing v square, we can write v square is equals to 2gs. That we have already done. Why is it so? Now what about s here? Half m into 2gs. What about s? S is, I have already told you, it's 5 minus 4, that is 1 meter. Fine children. So you just need to solve the kinetic energy, that is half m. M is your 10, 2, multiply it with acceleration due to gravity 10, and your s is 1. The answer would be 100 joule. And what about in the case of potential energy? It's mgh. So multiply mgh and we have got 400 joule. Fine. Now children, you need to add the kinetic plus potential energy. So you get 500 joule. Similarly, we can solve it as at height 3. Only your s will be changing. Fine. Rest of the things will be same bache. So potential energy mgh, it's 300 joule. And what about kinetic energy? It's half m 2gs. Fine. So 2 gets cancelled out with 2 and we are left with mgs. So mgs we get 200 joule here. So if we'll add 200 plus 300 joule, we get 500 joule. Similarly children, at height 2 meter, the distance would be 3 meter, because 5 minus 2. You can see here na, the complete 5 we need to subtract it with 2 in this case. So here kinetic energy will become 300 joule and potential energy will become 200 joule. The answer would be 500. Similarly, at height 1 meter, the distance would be 4 meter. So in mgs, you need to just add this 4 meter height and your answer comes out to be 400 joule. And what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is also half m 2gs. 2 cancelled out and we can simply write mgs here. M we know, m is 10. So you need to multiply 10 with 10 and multiply it with, what is your height in this case? Your height is 1. Fine. So you can simply solve that as well. Now children, at just above the ground, height is 0. Fine. So your distance would become 5 meter. 5 minus 0 gives you 5. What about kinetic energy there? It's 500 joule and potential energy is 0 in this case, because the object has it is already having kinetic energy, but it has came down now, so it has no potential energy. Fine. So you can just simply fill up these blanks here. Fine children. Similarly, we can solve out this numerical as well. See, a man is moving with high velocity of 30 meter per second. Okay. So determine the total mechanical energy. A man weighing 60 kg, if he or on a height of 50 meter at the speed, we have to take g is equals to 10 meter per second. So बच्चे simple है. We need to calculate the total energy, that is equals to kinetic plus potential. So we know that total energy is kinetic, potential energy is mgh and kinetic is half mv square. Simply putting up all the values into the formula, mass is given, that is 60 kg, g is 10, height is 50 meter, half, m is 60, v is 30 ka square. We have got 57000 joule. So I hope this concept is clear to everybody, bache. Thank you everyone.